last night I didn't know what to say. All we believed in got swept away, and it hurt so bad I thought, oh, he's got me. Oh, he's got me like an ache. Yes, it hurt so bad I fell down the drain. Now I'm a fake. Fighter, born to be a rider. He used to call me an all-nighter. Fell to the edge with life. You shut your mouth, I've got something to say. How to be a writer.
Hey everybody, welcome to OG San's World. Yeah, tonight's going to be a paranormal talk. OG San's World over here, Marcedel, loves all things paranormal, don't you, baby?
Yeah, I do.
You like watching like the creepiest ghost videos you can find and all that stuff.
Of course, by
Yeah.
myself. Usually, when you go home, go to work.
Yeah. Yeah, you stay up when I tell you to go back to bed. You're
Yeah,
staying up watching ghost videos.
yeah,
And Ahoy, Groovy, Chattio, and Jay, we love you guys. It's been a while since we've done a live together, and it's good to be back on here. It's we're just trying to talk about things that really resonate with us. Uh, kind of we didn't know if nerd talk was going to happen this week, so we did a paranormal talk. Hopefully that's okay with everybody. Nerd talk will be back very soon, and you still got your list of cult movies, right? From
yeah. I
Nerd Talk?
do.
Oh
It's on
yeah,
my computer.
oh yeah, she does. She's ready for that one. There's Cindy and there's Jessica. Oh my God, my favorite thoughts. Ooh. And ahoy, Cindy, and ahoy, Jess. So, paranormal, honey, what do you consider paranormal?
What do I consider? Let's see here.
Let me move this mic a little bit closer to you.
To me,
Here, I'll scoot over.
anything paranormal is things that I can't explain. For instance, there's times, even in this house, there's times where I think I see, like, it might be my vision. I might be getting old, but like a black shadow,
Mm-hmm.
In my view.
Are you saying our house is haunted?
No, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not saying it's haunted, but I see stuff that I can't explain, you know.
So, do you think it's your mind playing tricks on you, or you think you're seeing stuff?
I think it's my mind playing tricks on me, to tell you the truth, because I don't think this place is haunted.
You don't think it's haunted by
No.
the ancestors of my hillbilly kin?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Haunting our double wide trailer. Things outside the normal realm. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've exhausted the story of the UFO I saw. I'll recap it real quick for folks that haven't heard the story, but paranormal, I would say, is anything that is ghost related, cryptid related, or UFO related. Paranormal, things you can't explain that are outside the normal, paranormal. So my UFO story, big giant black triangle flew over my head. It was completely silent. I ran into the house as quick as I could to get Marcedel outside, but she was
too slow.
She was in the bathroom, and by the time I got her out, it was gone. I don't believe that it was aliens. I believe that it was some kind of Air Force craft, because this is a very hot route for Air Force planes, because we got major base right here in Little Rock, and right down this valley, they are always flying over. So I think it was just something I probably was not supposed to have seen, but I saw it. Flew right over my head. Now, that's my only paranormal experience. I'm not skeptical, but I am not superstitious at all. Like, I would love to fight a ghost. I don't know. I'd just love to go fisticuffs with a ghost one time. How do you think that would work out, baby?
Not very well.
You don't think so? For the ghost?
No.
Oh, for me? What? But Marcedel, she grew up in the Philippines.
Where they're really superstitious.
Really superstitious. There was a guy with a rainbow bicycle plane. It could have been. So Marcedel had one distinctive paranormal, borderline cryptid experience. I guess it would be a cryptid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be a cryptid
experience in the Philippines that she wants to talk about.
I've already talked about it, but I'll tell you real quick. This happened in Cebu, and we were visiting family, and we were walking, and there's this guy in a coconut tree, looked like a normal guy, smoking a cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even think anything of it. Smoking a cigar.
You don't think it was just some little Filipino guy up there smoking a big old J in the tree?
Nah.
No. So, what made it paranormal to you? When did you realize that was like a cryptid?
Years later.
Years later, when you
Yeah.
started like researching stuff.
Yeah.
And you have to forgive us. We actually tried to Google it here just a little before
There's-
we came on.
There's the names that we Googled wasn't really familiar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a person I work with knows the name
Mm-hmm.
of the cryptid, and I will ask her later.
Okay. So for all of my Filipina fans that are out there, friends, if you're watching, if you know what we're talking about, put the name in the chat. Jessica, I don't know if you remember the name of it or not. There's a name of this little cryptid, but you saw it, right?
Yeah, I
you
saw
it. Now,
Oh, I just remembered something.
what?
This is way, 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 way back.
What are you going to talk about, JJ?
No. I'm not going to talk about JJ. This is when we lived in that other double wide. This is when you and Steve were playing video games.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, I was going to ask you guys something. And a big, bright flash, kind of like a helicopter light, spotlight,
Yeah.
flash through the living room window. And it just happened for just like a couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was gone. But the funny thing is, I was the only one that noticed it. You and Steve didn't even notice that big flash of light.
No.
And I was going to ask you guys about it, but I was like, it was, to me, if you guys didn't notice it, then it must not have been a big deal.
You think it was my triangle?
I don't know what it was, but it was kind of creepy in a way.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, it was.
You think-
Because I was the only one that noticed it, and you two didn't even notice it. I mean, because it was that bright.
Well, we were probably really drunk playing Call of Duty, so I don't know what all we would have noticed.
No, it was probably Halo.
Halo. Was that back in the Halo days?
Yeah, it was back in the Halo days.
So you frequent a lot of paranormal channels,
Mm-hmm.
and a couple of your favorite ones are like Slapped Ham.
Yes, Slap Ham, and my favorite, I know you guys are going to laugh, but Chills.
Number 15.
I like watching him.
Yeah, well, you don't know how many times I woke up in the middle of the night because she's got like the TV going on YouTube, and it's like number 15. I'm like, why are you watching this? You know you're not going to go to sleep. Or, hi, this is Colin from Slapped Ham.
Welcome to Slap Ham. But yeah.
So, are there any of the videos that you've watched that really just convinced you that ghosts are real?
No, not really.
Not really? You
No.
think? How do you explain most of them?
I don't. I can't explain some of them.
Do you think that they're like hoaxes? People are just trying to get views on YouTube and come up with ghost videos, or do you think it's just weird shit people caught on camera?
I think it's just weird stuff that people caught on camera. Because me personally, I really, like I've seen that cryptid, and this thing, but that's really not convincing for me.
Do you, honey, let's break it down. Do you believe that ghosts are real?
I want to believe that they're real, but I have not seen them.
Okay, Fox Mulder. Do you believe that ghosts are real or not? Would you be?
I'm willing to believe.
Okay, so the little things you see out of the corner of your eye, are you just assuming that they're ghosts, or are you assuming that there's something else?
I'm just assuming there's something else. like a spot in my eye, you
Mhm.
know.
Would you be willing to go ghost hunting sometime in the future?
Yeah, I'll be willing to.
Would you chicken out?
No, I would not chicken
Yeah,
out.
I think you would chicken
No,
out.
I would
You would be
not.
gone.
No.
Yeah, I know you can't run very good, but you'd be trying to run. You would be trying to haul ass out of there.
No, I think it would be fun just to.
There's a lot of places back here we could go ghost hunting,
I know.
and like I've taken you out deer hunting before dawn.
Yeah.
You're freaked out, right? Just in the woods without any ghost or creepy situations or anything.
Yeah, because we don't have a flashlight.
Hey Ann, how you doing?
Hey, Ann.
Well, no, even with a flashlight, like when we're walking out there, and even I'm not skeptical at all, or not skeptical. I'm not superstitious at all. Like when I'm sitting there in the dark before the sun comes up, like every tree stump is a Bigfoot or a ghost or something looking at me. Every one of them is. So I can see where your mind does play tricks on you. And even like when you're sitting in the house by yourself, if I was in the house by myself without Marcedel, every little creak in the floor or anything would start freaking me out after a while. So and unfortunately, the hours I have to work, she gets up with me. She's in the house from like 2 o'clock in the morning till she goes to work because she won't go back to sleep. And she's hearing all these creaks and stuff and seeing things out of the corner of her eye. So just to be clear, do you think that there is a possibility that ghosts are real?
There could be a possibility, yes.
And I say that there is not. What do you think?
There could be.
So we need to go ghost hunting. Soon as my ghost hunting buddy comes back in the basement, we're going to talk about ghost hunting again. But like, would you want to ghost hunt in the woods or in a building?
Building.
In a building?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's bring up a seasoned professional ghost hunter. You guys all know this guy. You love him. We love him. We love him like family. Let me find. And this is no surprise.
Hey, thank you. Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Look at us. Say it again. Look at us.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. So, you may have told me this while we were drunk on some stream or whatever, but today I found out Travis has done some real deal ghost hunting before.
I have. In high school, there was ahoy everybody, sorry. In high school, I created a ghost hunting club, actually, and we used to go out to places, and there's a lot of places in Texas that are supposedly haunted, and we used to go and do it on the weekends, and we try to film and catch stuff. And I have two very awesome stories.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the first one, there was a plantation. We actually did our research. There was they had slaves and everything, and there was a girl who was a slave that the homeowner was
Tell Amber we saw her.
Oh, they said they saw you, Amber. They saw you. But the story was, and the clips were that he chained her in the house and he used her in many different ways. And this is YouTube, so we're not going to go into detail. Yeah. But so we went there, and it was a simple square house. There is a cemetery there where they had the slaves and everybody buried, and they didn't even have like cross or anything. All they had was rocks in the place.
Ooh, yeah.
And so it was a square house, and it had 4 rooms. Like, it was completely separated, 4 like in a square.
Mm-hmm.
And like the floor was right out and crazy. And of course, I don't know why ghosts, you can't do really ghost hunting during the day. I don't know, but things seem to work at night. And that's where I'm kind of thinking, is it my mind playing tricks on me, or is it, but we were recording. This is the only time I've ever left a ghost hunt where we got creeped out and we left. So we're sitting there, and we had one of each of our crew in each one of the rooms, and we had one out because we're like, you know what, the smart thing to do is leave one person out there at the cemetery by themselves. That was the smart thing to do. So we're sitting there. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, and yes, I was in high school. I was sober. I wasn't high. Nothing. I actually wanted to take it seriously. And we're sitting there, and then we hear something dragging through the house. And we're like, maybe it's an animal like underneath the floorboards and stuff and dragging something. But the crazy part was, what's up, John? It was like it sounded like kind of like a chain, like a dragging of a chain. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So where I'm sitting at, I have my back against the wall in the corner, got my camera. We have audio and stuff going, and this is how I know we weren't crazy.
Yeah.
We weren't crazy because the audio picked it up too. Like, we had it recorded. And this is where that corner of my eye, because after a while, your eyes start to adjust, to the dark. So I look, I can see the other guy in the other corner in the other room through the door, and there's a closet and then a door to the next room right here. I turn from looking at this camera guy, go to the other door, and in the closet there was a figure there, and there was a loud bang.
Yeah.
And that is when it wasn't just me. Every single person jumped out of that house, and we're like, fuck this, we're out, and we left. And we had been there since like 8 p.m. So it wasn't like somebody like snuck into the area.
Yeah.
And then the funny part is, Sean, that was at the cemetery thing, he didn't hear this. All he did was saw us like with flashlights on, carrying equipment and just hoofing it across. And he's like, what's going on? We're like, dude, run, get the fuck out of here. And that was my craziest. That's where, I don't know what it was. Can't explain it. The camera, we didn't have like real like night vision. We were high school kids. Camera didn't pick up anything, but our audio picked up the bang. It picked up the dragging. So it was cool. That was.
And Chatty-O and anybody that's in the chat, if you have a crazy paranormal story you want to share, let me know. I'll get you the link, because we do want to hear from everybody's paranormal stories. Now, what's the other one there? If that was the lightweight one.
So no, that was the worst one. The other one is in Mineral Wells, Texas. So we had Mineral Wells is actually was supposed to be Dallas in Fort Worth. It was supposed to be the hub because they had actual fresh mineral well spring wells that was used as like healing powder and stuff. And the train and all the stuff were supposed to be going through Mineral Wells, but instead they ended up, after the wells dried up, it ended up going to Fort Worth and Dallas. That's why Mineral Wells is supposed to be like Fort Worth, Dallas.
Yeah.
So all that stuff changed, but they had a hotel there. And if you know anything about paranormal, things with like fresh running water, spring water, especially with heavy sediment and stuff, rock sediment and limestone, tends to harness in energy and keep energy and stuff like that. But we had to get permission from the city, from the old abandoned Mineral Wells hotel, that it was supposed to be this big thing because of the fresh spring healing waters and all that stuff. And we were there. We did it for 3 days, 3 different nights in a row. And there's no electricity at this time. This was later in the game, where we had like the EMF readers and stuff like that. And there's no electricity going in this building, so you're not going to get EMF thrown off, right?
Yeah.
Well, so
Katie, Metal, and Raven.
What's up, Katie?
Big T. How's everybody doing?
But no, our EMF started going off, and this is the only time I've ever seen orbs in real life, like the orbs.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't dust on a lens because we actually saw it with our eye. It wasn't something on the camera. It was caught on camera too, but we actually saw it with our eyes, so we knew it wasn't a trick. Because you could actually see like
I've seen a lot of orbs, but it's usually like whiskey related. Like it's just me.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the lights in the room.
But that was the cool part of it, because we would get the video and stuff, and we had video announcements and stuff at school, so we play little clips during that. And that was the coolest thing, because the orbs, you could actually hear in the video and stuff. We're like, oh my God, do you see that? Do you see that orb floating in the air? And then you can actually see it in the camera. So it wasn't like our eyes playing tricks or a problem with the camera lens. Like we were actually able to catch it. So that was really cool. But do I think paranormal stuff is real? I've always been on the search.
I mean, do you believe in your soul of souls, down in your heart? Do you believe that any of this is real, or do you think it's your mind playing tricks on you?
But see, here's the thing. When it comes to paranormal, I don't find intelligent haunts and stuff like that. Like, I don't think there's an intelligence to it. I think it's kind of like an imprint. Like, and it's just energy replaying itself.
Well,
I'll doing what it would do in life.
If say like my grandma Sugar Jane was haunting the house, I would spend every night in that house just so I could have one more minute with my grandma Sugar Jane. Huh, baby?
Yep.
Like, I mean, I would be willing to have the shit scared out of me just so I could know that I was with Grandma Sugar Jane again. I wish that was true. I wish, because I know her house is right down the road from ours, but we would both endure paranormal activity just to have one more fleeting moment with Grandma Sugar Jane. So,
yeah, but yeah, those are my two real stories. But I like to believe that there's something, and I do believe. I just don't believe in like intelligent haunts where it's like, oh, there's a ghost in this house that's trying to kill us. I don't believe in that stuff.
I would love to believe, and I'm going to put the link in the chat, but this link is only for people that have paranormal stories. So if you have a paranormal story you want to share, that's what this link is for. I would love to believe that things are haunted, that places are haunted. Because like I said, there's a lot of people I'd like to talk to. I would love to go sit on my dad's grave and talk to him, because there's a lot of shit me and him need to air out. But
I'm saying, sorry.
But I just don't think that way. And Don Landerson. Remember the Don Landerson thing? When me and Groovy and Micah were playing Phasmophobia. And the bastards. I'm the least superstitious person of all of us, but that game scares the shit out of me for some reason. And those bastards kept locking me in the house, locking me in rooms with a ghost.
It wasn't any bastard. That was me.
Yeah, it was you.
It was me every single time. Micah didn't give a shit. I knew you were freaked out by the game, so I was constantly like, hey, Jimmy, go check out the basement. And he's like, I don't want to. I'm like, I'm going with you, dude. And you go in, I close the door behind you.
Shit, he locked the fucking door on me every time. So Katie says, I think poltergeists are unusually young people's energy gone awry. It could be. That's one thing about me. I never discount anything, but at this point in time in my brain, I don't think that it. I think it's our brains filling in the gaps. I think it's instinct. Like, you shouldn't be in that creepy old house, so your brain's going to fuck with you to the point where you get the hell out of there, you know?
Right.
It's like being in the woods. You're not supposed to be in the woods before the sun comes up. When you go out deer hunting, you're out there before the sun comes up. You're not supposed to be out there because there's things in the woods that can kill you and eat you. And it's, I think it's your brain messing with you to get you out of the woods, get you out of danger. That's what I think. What do you think, baby? Well, I gotta go real quick. It's gonna be your show for just a second, honey.
He's got to go pee out the porch. Because I tried to find videos for you, but I think most of the videos I've seen are the same videos that you've seen.
Probably.
And it's like, because then we can just explain away, be like, it's a trick of the camera. So I was like, I'll just tell a story.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
Videos you probably show I've probably already seen.
Yeah. J. Kill. Oh shit. Amber is sending me she told me I gotta look up something on Amazon Prime Video with an episode and what season. And this is the video that creeped me out. And that's a lot of work.
Videos creep.
Oh. You need to see.
Where a man woke in 2027.
Oh, I love all those weird. I do love reading and watching all the weird paranormal type videos or anything that's like UFO, cryptid, time travel, ghosts. I do love watching all that stuff, but there's still just a little splinter of doubt in my mind. What's up, Cody O? You 100% believe in paranormal activity. Oh. Have you ever experienced it? That's what we're asking. If you've ever experienced it, we do want to hear from you. The only thing that's remotely paranormal that I've ever experienced is the UFO, the black triangle. Marcedel has seen a cryptid in the Philippines, and her brother saw, what was it? It was some kind of ghost or something in the Philippines.
Yeah. He has a channel that he talks about his experiences.
Yeah. Marcedel's brother, JJ Wortman, he's a cool dude. And he's had quite a bit of experience with ghosts.
See, Jimmy, we can't just go out in the woods where you go at night to go ghost hunting, man. Like, we'll end up like.
I'll keep the banjos off of you, brother. I promise. Don't be like, leave him alone. He's a city boy. And they're like, ooh.
Oh, did everybody say happy birthday to Phil, by the way?
Oh, yeah. Today is Phil Patterson of Everything Spicy's birthday. So happy birthday,
Happy
Phil.
birthday, Phil.
We love us some Phil.
Can we talk about Marcedel's gorgeous hair? No, because it is going gray.
Oh, her hair is gorgeous. You know what's going to be cool is in about 3.5 weeks from now, she's going to get her hair braided by a very professional hair braider.
This is true.
You?
No.
Who?
That's a mystery, isn't it? We just saw this little person braid hair the other night.
Oh.
Oh, it's all making sense now. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
We do have some surprises coming up for you folks. What's up, Joe W?
I came to her in a dream when she woke up again.
Now here's the thing: is Marcedel says she would go ghost hunting with me, but I guarantee you she would be out in a heartbeat.
You think?
I mean, you're scared of thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
you,
real.
Thunder.
And she's like, "Fuck you, Thor, Odin's son."
I'm just saying, like, because when you go ghost hunting, can't have flashlights. It's just you.
No, you gotta have flashlights.
Mm-mm.
No.
Turn the lights off and you sit in the dark.
No, you have to have flashlights to look
Because
where
you got to
you're
let
going.
your eyes adjust. You got to let your eyes adjust.
I have been out in the woods in the dark. That's so dark when I turn the flashlight off, I can't even see the stars because it was cloudy. And the only sensation I could even experience at all was my heart beating in my own ears. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I could hear. That's the only sensation that I could feel was just my heart beating in my ears because it was so dark and so quiet, and it is miserable.
That's when the wood booger comes and gets you, dude.
The wood boogers, yeah.
Isn't that what y'all got in Arkansas? You got wood boogers, right? Or is that Louisiana?
No, it's we got the skunk apes and
Skunk apes and wood boogers.
what do they call? What is it? The Bogey Creek monster or whatever. It's a Bigfoot. It's a Bigfoot. I actually wrote a bunch of short stories on my old website that's still out there, and I wrote one about a Sasquatch that I imagined while I was deer hunting with my dad. And what I call it, red eyes. That's what I call it, red eyes. You should go read that shit.
I'm the kind of guy protecting his night vision. Yeah, if I'm going to be out there in the dark, I don't want people turning on lights and turning off lights, so I have to adjust again. That's when I miss shit. I definitely would protect my night vision.
Now, night vision, I don't know. I think night vision might make it worse.
No, I mean like my actual vision, like adjusting to the night. Like adjust to the dark. Like when you turn off your lights in your room at night, it's dark for a little bit, but after you let it adjust, you can see stuff.
I've got somebody in the basement, but real quick, as your night vision adjusts in the woods, you know how like when your night vision adjusts in your bedroom and the coat rack becomes a monster in the corner of your room? Imagine being in the woods and your night vision starts kicking in and there's 1,000 fucking stumps of just shit peeking around the stumps looking at you and stuff like that.
Well,
that's what it's like.
1,000 different things looking at you at that moment.
All right, we've got somebody with a paranormal tale, and he says it's crazy. So let's see what happens.
It's not crazy, but it was interesting. Okay, real quick. Imagine being in the woods and your eyes adjust, and then But no, gosh, this was, I'm going to think 20 years ago. My cousin, his old roommate, and myself went up to Central City, which is the casino area in the mountains of Colorado, not far from Denver. My cousin's like, "Oh, we should go camping in that, that abandoned mine building." I was like, okay.
I would love to go to those old abandoned mines, by the way.
They're pretty cool. But yeah, so we did our gambling. We all did okay. So we were drunk, of course, and went back to we pitched our tent already in there, went back to our tent. And as we were falling asleep, there's footsteps on the wood. And I nudged my cousin. I'm like, "Dude, do you hear it?" And he's like, "F off. It's just an animal." I'm like, "Dude, no way. That's too, yeah." It was just, that was freaky. So I don't know if it was a ghost or an old miner or could have been an animal, but still, pretty freaky.
What did you think it was? What did you
I thought it was a human. I thought it was footsteps. Because it sounded like human footsteps. Even a little bit of the shuffleness.
At the core of all this paranormal stuff is what do you actually believe it was?
I don't know, an old miner looking for his gold. I don't know. I at first I thought, oh shit, the cops are here, thinking it was kind of a cop who followed us up there. But I don't know. I believe it might have been a ghost. Probably was a human. I have high doubts it was an animal.
What would scare you more, if it was a ghost or some pissed off human?
Probably a pissed off human. Let's be real. Pissed off, crazed human. Oh my god.
That's good. That's good. That's STD. That one's good. An old miner is an adult.
There you go.
Damn.
And the other one, because I'm two. High school, we all know of a place. It's called Third Bridge. You can look up. There's a little bit of information on the web about it. Third Bridge, Watkins, Colorado.
I've heard of it.
Huh?
I've not heard of Third Bridge.
Okay, yeah, it's locally known here. Like It was known as like it was native grounds for a while. Heard they were slaughtered and just stuff happens out there. Also in the 50s, teenagers wrecked their car out there right at the bridge. But friends and I got the wild idea. You know what? We're bored. Let's go up the third bridge. So we got there, got out of the car, and then faintly you could hear boom, 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 drum beating, like war drums, like sounded like it was a couple hills over. And
do you think it was your heart beating like in your ears?
No, because we all heard it. We all heard it. All four of us heard it, and we're all just kind of going boom, 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 boom at the same time. So yeah, we all heard it. I don't know.
Were you sober? Were you sober?
Yeah, I was in high school.
That doesn't mean doesn't mean anything to me.
Never sober in high school.
Yeah, me either.
No, I was sober.
Oh, thank you, Groovy. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
There you go.
Hey, here's a sick thought that I came up with as a kid. Speaking of the heart beating in your ears, when and to this day, it still bothers me, and I have trouble laying on my side. When I lay on my side, and there's this certain point where everything settles down, and you can start hearing your heartbeat in your ear. As a kid, as an 8-year-old kid, I came up with a theory that those are the Grim Reaper's footsteps as he walks closer and closer to you. As an 8-year-old kid, I came up with that. And to this day, I still think that every time I lay on my side and I hear my heart beating and on the pillow, I'm thinking that is the Grim Reaper taking one more step towards me every time I hear my heartbeat. And you know what? It's the truth.
That's yeah. Every time your heart beats, you got less beats left. Yeah.
Is that
Very
not a
true.
fucked up thought for an 8-year-old kid to have? And I still hold that shit to this day.
That's crazy.
That may be one of my guiding principles.
You're already thinking about mortality as an 8-year-old. That's insane.
I had I think it's like nightmares. Like I used to have really bad nightmares, and I wake up and be like sleep paralysis and stuff like that. So, man, I don't know if it's paranormal or if I just made it happen. I don't know. So I had this crazy nightmare about a killer that would go into people's houses and they'd be asleep. You know those little old, like the little noise makers that and it just spins around. So in my dream, the killer or whatever it was, the bad guy, he'd come in and you'd be asleep and he'd put it right by your ear and he'd play it. And if you heard it, that means he was about to kill you, right?
Oh, yeah.
The dream scared the shit out of me so much, but I had like sleep paralysis and I swear to God, I could hear it in my ear. And this isn't when I was a kid. This is like maybe 10 years ago. Adult in bed, laid next to my wife and stuff like that. And I'm just like freaking the fuck out because I cannot move. And I'm just like, I'm like, I'm going to die.
Oh, shit.
I told you my sleep paralysis story, didn't I?
Maybe. You got to understand that you tell a lot of stories and I tell a lot of stories, but we're drunk a lot.
It's like you told me, I used to go something. I'm like, no fucking way. You're like, I told you this. I'm like, fuck, dude.
We actually had a stream about it. I don't know.
So sleep paralysis. You guys know I worked some fucked up hours. Like my hours are all screwed up. And there was a point where I would come home and I would go to sleep as Marcedel went to work. So I'd be in the house all by myself. And, that's when you can hear all the fucking floors creaking and shit like that. And that's why she has trouble going back to bed after I leave. Because your mind starts playing tricks on you. But I went through this whole spell of sleep paralysis for like fucking what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Every time I would go to sleep, I would experience sleep paralysis where I would know that I was asleep. I would know that I was dreaming, but there was nothing I could do about it. And I would think that I woke up. I would think that I had woken up, I had took a shower, and I was on my way to work, and I would wake up again in the fucking bed. And it would happen over and over and over again. And it got to the point where kind of like Travis's tale. I was in bed asleep. I couldn't move. Like that's the worst part is you can't move. Like, you should be able to move, but you can't move. You're just like trying to get your pinky or anything to wiggle. If you can get your pinky to move, you can start breaking loose and coming out of it. But I couldn't get anything to move. But in my mind, somebody was walking through the hallway of our house coming to get me. And there wasn't shit I could do about it. I have no idea who the person was. It was just like a shadow walking through the house. But that sleep paralysis and that not knowing, because there was one time, it was like 4 times I woke up, got ready, got in my fucking truck, and was halfway to work, and I would wake up again in the bed. It happened to me 4 times in a row one time, just never trusting that you're truly awake. To this day, I don't know if I trust that I'm awake. It just may be one long sleep paralysis dream, because if you ever experience sleep paralysis, it sucks because you don't know what's real and what's not real. It really will F with you. Morgan Freeman. Good old Jimmy. He was a strange fellow at 8 years old. Not a normal kid.
A normal kid.
A normal kid that normally watches TV.
He has this theory of the Grim Reaper. I hope to scare him good one day. I hope.
That's fine.
All right, she sent it to me. She sent me the video clip.
All right, you got a clip?
I do. So this is Toyol from Indonesia, which is it's a possessed demonic child.
Ooh.
Yeah. So not the greatest quality.
Most paranormal clips are in like 480. So here we go.
But this is was filmed in Indonesia. This is about 12 years ago. This was filmed, and I skipped forward a little bit. So because these two right here, they're just singing a song. The guy's guitar, they're singing and stuff, and the guy is recording. These people can't see it. You'll see. Give me a second. Here we go.
Astagfirullah, itu tuyul itu Astagfirullahaladzim, tuyul itu belum itu dari Indonesia tergiring si perpisahan tenempo di lo onita tuyul digiring si tuyul digiring si tuyul di nyamperin si tadi dinya belum nyamperin si oge di.
Where is it now?
Oh, tenar pun lah.
I don't know. It's just not there anymore.
I love those kind of clips, man.
It's just crazy because he's like, I see it, and everyone's like, I don't see anything, and it goes across, goes right behind him, and then the camera looks, and it's gone. It's weird. And it's hard to do video clips because you can always like, it can be faked, it can be all that stuff nowadays. I mean, the amazing stuff that we can do just with fucking Filmora 11, right? Like we can make stuff look crazy. But I mean, this was filmed like 10, 15 years ago. And it's, I don't know what it is, but it just looked crazy and it kind of creeped out Amber. She's like, oh, here you go. So I don't know if that's a cryptid or if it's I don't know.
Folks, if you're connected with me or Groovy or Chatty, if you got a creepy clip you want us to share, send it to us. We'll bring it up here and review it live. Because have you seen that one before, baby?
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, that's
at first I thought it was a monkey, but then it just completely disappeared, and I was like, "What the frick?"
Oh, that was no monkey, dude.
Yeah. No.
Cindy.
Oh, here comes the bleep bleep bleeps. Here we go. Oh, Cindy's got one for us. Let me make sure this is safe.
So there's other things that we're going to review. Like Sunday, we're going to do a review. Isn't that right, Jimmy?
Oh yeah. Let me pull this up. This is of course, knowing Cindy, this is at the Okinawa Air Base.
Kadena.
I'm sorry, I'm a little slow on the buttons. I am very tired and half enlightened. Here we go. I don't know what this is. Look closely at the bottom left corner.
Behind the
Hold
scene.
on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me share the audio, asshole.
The audio was there.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I didn't share it. I think it was just coming through my. Here we go.
It's gonna move now. It's gonna move. Watch. You see?
Yeah, I see the shadow moving.
You see how it moves? So
Yeah,
in
that's
this
right.
corner?
That's a
sign,
reflection
yeah.
on the
It's
back
gonna
of
fly
that
away.
sign, man. Come on. Come on, man.
Right there's
Oh,
no.
shit. That's not a reflection on the back of the sign.
Hold on. Do you want it and pause it?
It goes
Yeah.
right there.
It's steady. Look, it's right there. Go.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah,
Right
it
there.
moves
It's right in the fence. It's moving right there.
It's gonna go up.
One more time. Slow mo. Enhance.
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 Everyone knows how.
They're moving right there. Go slow. Like keep moving it.
I don't know,
Little bit.
man. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's right in the middle of the screen.
Oh,
What do you think?
yeah.
There's
don't
the
know.
ghost right there in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. What do you think? Is it a ghost?
It could be, yeah.
Could be a giant bird.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's a cool video. I at first I was like, no, it's just a reflection off the sign. Then it fucking jumped off the sign. So what I got to say now, right?
Jimmy, you need to put your address in Clouds and Stouts so Chad can send out beer tomorrow.
Oh my. Okay.
It's right there.
Chad, I'll be getting with you soon too. Road trip. That's all I'm saying. What the fuck's our address? Type it in.
Well,
there.
what do you mean, bro trip?
I said road trip. Because
Oh,
yeah, you know.
like, well, I wasn't invited on this bro trip. That's bullshit.
I said road trip.
That is one everyone. I mean, it's a decent one, but
Crap, I hit the wrong thing.
that was horrible. You sent one line.
Shut up.
Look at this hair. Look at her. I think it's gonna be sexy as hell when her hair goes all white. As long as she doesn't start doing the grudge thing to me. Now, for me up here talking all this shit about not being superstitious, that movie fucked me up for some reason. I don't
Which
know
one?
why.
Which one?
The
original
Grudge.
or-
Well, even Ju-on, the
Ju-on?
original Japanese one, Ju-on fucked me up. But even The Grudge with Sarah Michelle Gellar fucked me up. I don't know why.
Well, I was scared of Sarah Michelle Gellar's acting, and that it was pretty bad.
Did you see that? Did you see the hair on her arm in the one scene? Did you? Am I the only one that noticed how hairy her arms are?
She's a werewolf, dude. She's a werewolf.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just like there was a scene like the sun shining on her arm, and her arm hair is longer than mine. I was like, holy shit!
She's part werewolf.
I can see that.
I was waiting for Scooby and Shag to show up.
Jody asked if my glasses, if I wear glasses in real life. These are blue blocker glasses, dude. I spend a lot of time like playing video games and stuff, so I just said I was tired of getting headaches, so I got the blue blocker glasses.
Mine are
There.
prescriptions that have the blue blocker in them.
Cindy said that was the one that everybody talks about that was stationed there. I never got stationed in Okinawa. I've never been to Japan, but I would love to go there. As long as they don't grudge me. They do that grudge shit to me, like I'm out. Like I'm fucking flying out the next day. I'm fucking, fuck it, we're going to the Philippines.
Oh, that's what I was going to talk to my
Feeling
mom
better,
about.
Cindy? I know she was
Oh, going to the Philippines?
allergies or cold.
Allergies are kicking everybody's ass right now.
Oh, mine
Sinuses
were
and
awful.
allergies,
Mine were
man.
awful in Florida. They were horrid down there.
It was, what, about a month ago when it was hitting us?
Yes.
You real bad? Yeah. We're like in the rainforest down here now. Supposedly there's a lot of ghosts in Okinawa.
That's if we're gonna go ghost hunting, that's where I want to go. I want to go to the Suicide Woods. I want to do ghost hunting in the Suicide Woods in Japan.
My God, dude.
Oh, and you know what? Guess what, Jimmy?
You
We
gonna
wouldn't stay
Logan
on the
Paul?
paths. We wouldn't stay on the path.
I
We'd go off.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. I'd be down for it. You know, I just like the
fun with that
legit human pain of the suicide forest would bother me a lot, but the ghost part of it, not at all.
You seen that movie? The one about the suicide forest when she's like going to look for like her brother or something like that, or her sister, and she went off in the woods. She tried to get somebody to like help her go in, and then like they went off the path and they found like the campsite, and then they just ran. They find like 10 people kill themselves in those woods every day. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's paranormal or people just like killing people and then like fucking killing themselves, but I don't know.
I think that's what bothers me is that the world is broke down to the point where there's 10 people killing themselves every day in this stupid forest. You know, it's like, man, I just wish people could see through the problems that's in their face. Just see through those things. There's lots of life on the other side of that stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care what you may think your life is ruined and over at that particular time, but man, there is so much more on the other side of it. That's what bothers me. It's not ghost at all. It's that human tragedy of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so all of us go to Japan and we spend the night there. I'm down with it.
I'll set that one out. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Is that the Baja or is that the regular?
The regular.
Okay, I could not find the Baja.
I don't have any McCormick's, and a ghost whispered in my ear, "Nuh-uh, motherfucker."
I think it was Marcedel, but yeah.
She's like,
I'm like,
God damn it! Plus, I'm pouring a drink. Trying to pour a drink, she comes up and hits me with my elbow and shit.
Oh, he was like, "God damn!"
Oh, man,
cross the streams.
Yeah, Lucy and Bailey have been horrible this week. It's good. Like this
So,
one.
Chadio, have you ever seen a YouTube video, ghost video that just freaked you out that you couldn't explain? That made you doubt maybe that's real?
Probably. I've seen several, so it's been a while since I've seen. I would like look those
come
up.
here.
Look at that. Perfect pour.
Is
Got some of
that a
too.
hard Mountain Dew corn dog? You sick bastard.
Don't be jealous.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, what's the deal, Jimmy? Why haven't you been having McCormick's lately, huh? You just like giving up on an old favorite? Is that what it is?
Because every time I have a bottle of McCormick's, I finish a bottle of McCormick's.
No, see, Jimmy, you just have to listen.
I do not
just like you make me listen, and I'm like, Jimmy, put the bottle down. You're like, okay, fine, I'll put it down.
I'll put it down.
Right.
I have a hard time with listening, don't I, baby?
Yeah, you do.
And
I don't buy
even magic words don't work on you sometimes. I'm like, I said the magic word. He's like,
I don't buy the McCormick's because I don't get the McCormick's because I know I won't put it down, no matter what anybody says. That's why I don't get it. Not even Travis, not even Cindy, not even the Beanie comes up doing the Jimmy, stop. Like, I'm still going to finish that shit. So that's why I don't have McCormick's anymore, because I will finish that bottle. Baby.
Right, Cindy? That's hilarious.
I want to break the news, Jimmy. I just want to say so everybody can get excited with me.
All right.
So Jimmy's coming to the house. Jimmy's going to be here for my retirement and stuff. So the 27th, 28th, and 29th, where he's going to be here. My dad is also going to be here. So we're going to be doing the 2021 BCS flight. We're doing all of them all together. It's going to be awesome.
Travis and Papa Squirrel are going to be sitting right there where Travis is at right now.
Here, live.
Oh, hell, I'm excited for you guys. That's awesome.
Now, Travis, what BCSs do I need to bring to complete that? Do you have them all, or
I have them all?
You don't have an 18 though, do you?
I don't have anything else. All I have is the 21s right now.
All right, I'm gonna bring my 118 I have left.
We're gonna have to drink that on the night before. I don't want to do that along because that'll ruin everything.
Well, that 18 is gonna blow your fucking socks off, man.
But then, Jimmy, I have all of that to keep us busy as well. Like all those beers, all that whiskey, and I got my other shelf. I got my fridge, and Marcedel, I'll have stuff for you too.
Mm.
And then it's going to be Marcedel, Amber, Devin, my mother, my stepmom, Janie.
Let me give you fair warning. Let me give you fair warning that Marcedel is going to scoop Devin up, and you might not see Devin for a couple days because
that's fine with me too. That's fine with me too. It's gonna be a good time.
Devin's gonna have a new favorite aunt because
Devin is super excited.
Yeah,
I told her before she went to her grandma's house. I'm like, yeah, he's coming, and Marcedel's coming. And she is like, look, she's excited.
I can never tell what Devin actually thinks about me. Sometimes she seems like she really
does.
She
don't care about you. She's about Marcedel.
Yeah, Marcedel. Hey, yeah, of course.
And it's funny because so you're gonna beat my dad. Marcedel's gonna be my dad and me, and Mike Hunt is gonna come up here. He's gonna still be in class while my dad is here, so he's gonna get to meet my dad. The only person that's not gonna get to meet the dad is Cindy. So
that's right. We do SWAT kids. Marcedel run right off with Beanie like immediately. The second that we showed up at Tailgate Brewery in Nashville, Marcedel went right and sat next to Beanie and just took her from that point forward.
Well, that's okay. Devin is going to give you a tour of the house. She's going to give you a tour of everything, and she's going to be super excited. And then it's the first day of summer when y'all get here, so y'all can just take her home with you, and I'll see her in a month.
Funny.
She'd be so spoiled when she got back to you. You'd be like, what the hell have you done? She's like,
no. Maybe y'all can fix.
I'm never going to let her vote again.
Well, no. Yeah, Mike will be here the week prior because he's in class. So I'm going to get to meet a lot of people this month.
We love kids. Like, we love meeting people's kids. And like, I'm not calling OG son for no reason. Like, I love being everybody's uncle that spoils the shit out of them. And Marcedel loves kids probably more than I do. And that's crazy. But she just loves kids and meeting people's kids. And
I mean, not as much as your president. I mean, just joking.
I love the hair, man. I love sniffing the hair.
I like it when my legs would be wet and they would like push down the hair, and as it would dry, my hair would come up.
Come on, man. It's just hair.
Man. Come on.
Smells good, man. Come on, man.
It's a joke. It's a joke, people.
Is that Head and Shoulders?
Can you not wait till we can actually do like some political streams?
Oh, September, man. Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell people what I want to do Drunk Philosophers on. You said hell no.
No,
Like-
fuck no, we're not doing that. Fuck
I
no,
I wanted to do Drunk Philosophers on Sunday, and we decided we're not even doing Drunk Philosophers on Sunday. But I did want to do Roe versus Wade, Drunk Philosophers, and I wanted to see how bad that would go.
Oh my
And Jimmy's like, nope, no way.
hell no. I was like, hell no, we're not doing Roe versus Wade. Hell no, we're not doing that.
Wake up with like protesters on our front porch and burn our houses down and shit.
No, we're not doing that at all.
How?
I'm not doing it at all. I'll tell you
That's gotta
that.
be the first idea shot down for that, isn't
Mom and
it?
Dad 2.0.
No, that wasn't the first
Okay.
idea we shot down. That's just the first one we told people about.
That's funny. That cracks me
The-
up. You guys
The biggest problem we have with other people's kids is we tell you like what's about to happen with your kids, and you think we're full of shit until it happens, right, Cindy?
Hey, I got my fingers crossed. Let's do this shit.
Oh,
Let's
yeah?
do it. And we'll hang out. And I'm telling you, Marcedel, she is gonna have her mom here, you, and my stepmom, Janie. I'm telling you, we won't see Devin for 3 fucking days. Jimmy, we
Jamie's
won't.
one that I thought was Travis's wife for a minute. That's
This is true. That happened. He's like, good job. I'm like, no, dude, that's my dad's wife. He's like, oh, right on, Papa Squirrel.
Papa Squirrel's like, what? Oh,
Oh,
they
man.
do
And
grow
when-
up way too fast.
When we get really drunk, Jimmy, you can help me build the tumbler with my dad.
A tumbler? Oh man, dude, you do need to go get. You know what? I'm not mailing your shit. I'm just bringing it to you. I got the box all sealed up and stuff. I was gonna mail it. I was like, fuck it. I'm gonna be there in 3 weeks. I'm just bringing the shit with me. So,
I mean,
But
it's
you
cool.
do-
I didn't want the stuff for my birthday or whatever. You know, it's cool. Whatever.
when's your birthday?
joking.
When's your birthday? I don't even know when your
Tuesday.
birthday is. That's what an asshole I am. Now he's streaming. Groovy's got a birthday stream on Tuesday.
You can help
And
us
it will
build
go
this, Jimmy.
into Shernette's birthday. Oh, look at that,
Oh wow.
dude! I don't know. The 3 of us building that together, it's going to be a fist fight. Somebody's going to punch somebody.
No, it's not, because there's roles.
Yeah.
You have to understand. We do this every time.
Mhm. Somebody's going to be like, "Hey,
I'm sorry, we just took over the paranormal discussion. I'm just winding down now. I'd say it was a long week, but I only went to work one day and it was for a barbecue, and now I'm just tired.
dude." I had a shorter week at work, and in 4 days I only worked like 48 hours. So
I know I was talking to you yesterday. He's like, I just want to get a solid 8 hours sleep. I'm like, all right, good night.
Yeah.
Talk to you tomorrow. One more day. One more day.
Travis was trying to talk to me. I'm like, brother, I'm going to fucking bed. Fuck you. I was like, I gotta get some sleep.
You
man.
did not say that. You did not say
Yeah,
fuck
well,
you.
That's what I said underneath it all. You
That's
read
what-
between the lines. Hey, Teresa Guerrero's here.
Hey,
Holy Teresa.
Any more clips or no?
I don't know. Does anybody else got any clips? You want to play your clip, baby?
I don't have a clip.
Well, you got this thing.
Yeah, but that's like
What do you
20
mean?
minutes.
No, this
Read
is just
between the
last-
lines. I'm going to bed so I can try to get 8 hours sleep before work. And I said, sleep well, brother. And he said, take care, man. I'll talk to you tomorrow. What part of that was fuck you? I'm going to bed.
The whole thing was fuck you. Fuck you. I'm going to bed. That was just me being diplomatic. It's my diplomacy. Like, man, I love you, but fuck you. I'm going to get some sleep. I'm so fucking tired. What is Raven, Jimmy, and Travis Just be care of the parson, the ruining the ministry. What the hell is the ministry of truth? You know, if that's anything religious based, Raven,
It's not.
I never crap
it's
on
political.
anybody's religion or what is it?
It's a thing that the current administration is setting up to fight misinformation and all this stuff, and they're calling it.
No.
It's not the Ministry of Truth. That's just taking it from 1984. The Ministry of Truth.
Oh,
It's the Council of Misinformation or some shit.
So for all you who think I'm a Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton loving fucker, let me tell you what I think about Elon Musk and buying Twitter. I think it's a wonderful fucking thing. I think everybody should say whatever the fuck they want to say. That's what I think.
Well, I might get unbanned. I might be able to get back on Twitter.
I bet you will. I bet you'll be unbanned in a heartbeat as soon as he gets full control of it. And I think that's a great thing. I think it's a great and wonderful thing.
Yep.
I don't think you can control the thoughts that are in your head, and if they leak out of your mouth, I don't think you should be canceled for that shit. I think people should be able to have an open and honest conversation about the thoughts that are actually processing in their brain. Because you can't control that. You can't control what you're thinking. You shouldn't control what you're thinking. You should be able to talk about it and talk to other people and maybe form an opinion based on that, not some mind control bullshit. You know, the cancel culture. I'm not down with it, and I'm the most liberal person of the whole bunch. I'm not down with the cancel culture shit. What's up, Mayberry?
Ahoy, ahoy.
Hold on, I think I hear this.
I'm probably the most conservative liberal you've ever met, which is weird to say, but yeah. I got more guns than Travis does.
This is true. You also have more
But we're
swords.
not doing Roe versus Wade. No way, brother. No way in fucking hell.
Well, I really just wanted to educate on misconception of what Roe versus Wade is, because some people.
Oh, no.
Idiotic.
We're not doing that at all. Nope. Nope.
Let's see how many subscribers I can lose in one day.
Right.
So, baby,
What?
paranormal. Is it real or is it not real? What do you think?
No.
No, not at all. You think it's in your head?
I think it's in your head.
Is there any splinter of truth at all to the paranormal?
There could be, but for me, I think it's in my head.
Do you think that's just because you've been around me too long?
No.
Because before you met me, you were a superstitious person to the core, weren't you?
Yeah.
So I don't want to influence any of that.
No, I'm.
Yeah. Travis,
I
paranormal, is it real? Is it real? Is there any splinter of truth to it?
Yes.
You think there is?
Just because I can't explain it doesn't mean it doesn't exist or it's not real. There's stuff that I've seen that I can't explain. There's stuff that many people that have seen that I don't know how to put or disprove it. So, yeah, I would say it's real.
You think there's a whole legion of fourth dimensional beings that are laughing at our existence right now?
Like a multiverse? Probably.
Yeah, because like the short I posted the other day where the guy's talking about like your shadow is a 2D representation of your 3D body. What if your body is just a 3D representation of a 4D being?
Could be.
Could be. Anything's possible. Chatio, do you think the paranormal is real at all?
I'm just thinking along the lines as Groovy. If, there's things we can't explain, so, and other people can't. So,
well,
yeah,
I mean, So I'm not talking about just the unexplained. I'm talking about, do you think that there are ghosts? Do you think that there are spirits? Do you think that there's spirits, ghosts, entities walking the earth? That's what I want to know. Not just unexplained, because like the UFO I saw, I can't explain it, but I'm pretty sure it was just some Air Force project.
Demons and stuff, no, I wouldn't say those are real. But spirits, energy left over from people, and like replaying, yes, I believe that's true.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where I'm at. Like auras still.
Do you feel like it could be another dimension?
I don't see why it couldn't. Just something like breaking the plane of between the dimensions, being able to see an apparition or something, just a phase or a fate of it. Yeah.
What's the scariest part of that is that these apparitions and these beings in this other dimension can see everything that you do.
I don't think that's the case. I think if it's the same thing, I think we would be the same in their dimension as well. Maybe just stronger energy is what they can see in theirs as well.
Let me put a creepier thought in your head. So the guy's talking about like our shadows are a 2D representation of our body. What if your shadows, the 2D representation of you, have a soul, have a consciousness, and they die every time that the shadow goes away? Could we be the same thing as far as a 4D being? We're just a projection of them.
Are you high right now? What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not high.
That's like, what if a pencil has a soul? Do you feel sad every time you sharpen it because you're killing it slowly?
These are the thoughts. Legitly, these are the thoughts that are in my head all day long.
The thing that blows my mind, I don't know if it's not really apparent. Well, I guess it is. It's unexplained, not the norm. But like Men in Black, you remember Men in Black, where it's like these little things, and just think if we're like the ants on some other bigger thing, or if our galaxy is just something like an atom, kind of like Whoville and a snowflake for us, but we are like in a snowflake, or our universe is a snowflake in a bigger thing, where time is just our own concept, and like a typical ant lives like 10 to 20 days before it dies, right? But we live up to 100 whatever years. What if our time is that short time, and then there's a bigger thing out there that we are just the insects and stuff like that? That's what blows my mind with that sort of thinking.
I believe that you are 100% on the nose of that, because a lifetime of an ant is still a lifetime. They still experience it the same as our lifetime, even though it's so much shorter. So yeah, I do believe that there are beings in the universe that we're just like the ant. Like
that doesn't scare the shit out of you. I mean, ants aren't scared of us until like we go and stomp on like an anthill, right?
Yeah.
But they just go about their life. Does that not freak you out to think about that? Saying that we may be the ants and somebody on an anthill, somebody else? Like, that's crazy.
I wholeheartedly believe that we are. Yep. Like the universe, the multiverse is so vast. Like, it's so vast we will never even be able to experience. We'll never be able to interact with it, even our universe, let alone the multiverse. Like, we are so small and tiny and quantum compared to the rest of the universe. Yeah, I think that's where people they lose that appreciation of what they got, what they're experiencing. They're not a bacteria on one of these whiskey bottles behind me. They're not a fly. They're not an ant. They're actually a human being that is aware of their existence. That is thinking about paranormal shit. Imagine how fucking lucky you are to even be there, to even experience this. The worst human experience, still, if you've had one good moment, if you've had one good day that you were aware of, that you had that one good experience, you have still won the cosmic lottery as far as it goes. You don't know, like, just every good experience that you have that you're aware of is a gift beyond anything that you can even fathom how rare that is.
Yeah. It's crazy, man.
And no, I'm not high. Wait till I get high. Oh my God. Wait till I retire and I get high. Oh my God.
Speaking of multiverse,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go see Doctor Strange tomorrow.
Sunday matinee, right, baby?
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday night after your art stream,
We're gonna
it's
talk
time
about
for a Doctor Strange movie review.
Multiverse of Madness because it's got a lot of Bruce Campbell in it, baby. What would Bruce Campbell do?
Well, it is directed by Sam Raimi, so we'll be doing that review on Sunday.
Babe, are you ready to get drunk and go play Call of Duty with Teresa?
I'm ready. I'm having hot flashes right now.
You having hot flashes?
Yes.
You getting old?
Mm-hmm.
You my old lady.
It's just because I'm up here. Don't worry about it, Jimmy.
It's my sexy old lady right here.
She's my 39-year-old lady.
39 years
Looks pretty good to me.
Trimmed your pussy. Oh, so.
I wasn't gonna go there, Jimmy. Why did you have to? You always have to push it.
That's a good song, though.
She needs
like
a
39-year-old lady, baby.
appointment quick. I pay for it, then she'll suck them. Never mind.
Funny.
All right, babe. Is there anything else you want to talk about paranormal?
Nope.
All right.
Okay.
We love you, folks. We will see you in the. We're doing Nerd Talk next week or not?
Yep.
Nerd Talk, cult movies. Marcedel's got a list ready. She's been ready to go for 2 weeks now on this shit.
Got mine. Yep. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cult movies, Nerd Talk next Friday. Be there.
Oh, yeah.
Love y'all.